As a result of her facial disfigurement, Brandi Glanville claims that Bravo is to blame. Her looks has been negatively impacted by the health issues she has been dealing with for a long time. Now, she is continuing to assert that they are the result of her poor treatment from the network, which is simply making the situation worse because it is only getting worse. Continue reading for further information. Following the controversy that surrounded Brandi Glanville's allegations of sexual assault against Caroline Manzo, her life underwent a significant transformation. She was cast in Rhobh Morocco alongside Manzo, Rhong, but things took a turn for the worst when Glanville began to touch Manzo in an inappropriate manner on one of the nights. There was also a rumored instance of Glanville initiating some kissing, which Manzo did not approve of, but yet production did not take any action to stop it. Following the conclusion of the probe, Glanville's reputation was entirely ruined, and the investigation was conducted to determine what actually took place. In the end, Manzo did go ahead and bring a lawsuit against Bravo and the production firms that are linked with them. Despite this, she has not yet submitted a complaint against Glanville. Although the season in question of Rhobh has been cancelled, Glanville believes that it needs to be aired so that viewers can form their own opinions about it. In addition, she desires to be vindicated, despite the fact that their co-stars have been there for Glanville throughout this struggle. Since the event took place, Glanville has been confronted with health problems, as well as a decrease in income. The appearance of her face has shifted, and she no longer appears to be the same person. Page 6 reports that all of this started in October 2023, which is 10 months after the filming season in Morocco had concluded. She passed out, her face and eyes swollen, and she was brought to the hospital after she fell. She just posted a photo on Twitter/X that showed how awful it has gotten, and she took the time to thank Bravo for the toll that everything has put on her. Since then, Brandi Glanville has been to 7 different physicians in an attempt to find an answer, and eventually, everyone has come up with the same conclusion. Is Bravo to blame for losses? Following the viewing of this photograph of Brandi Glanville, would her followers concur that the stress from Bravo was the cause of her appearance? Alternately, did they think it was something else entirely? There were many people who questioned whether or not it was the result of the job that she had done, about which she admitted that she had gone overboard. "I'm sorry, baby. I can only pray that you find peace and that you are vindicated. Remain steadfast. Your terrible deeds proved to be the cause of your downfall, putting Bravo in the wrong. You were so lovely before you got all of that stuff in your face, and those are the repercussions you are now facing as a result of your actions." That is what happens when you do too much in your face because, whatever the case may be, it is obvious that Brandi is in pain and all she wants is to feel better. I have high hopes that she will arrive at a solution and a way to alleviate the suffering that she is experiencing very soon. You believe that all of this is caused by stress, or do you think there is something more going on? Brandi Glanville, the ever-outspoken Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum, has never shied away from controversy, but her latest claim has left even the most seasoned Bravo fans speechless. In a shocking and emotional revelation, Brandi is now accusing Bravo of being responsible for what she describes as her disfigured face, claiming that the network's pressure, negligence, and silence led her to undergo procedures that went horribly wrong. It's a startling accusation, one that's reigniting conversations around beauty standards in reality television, producer accountability, and the long-term toll of trying to stay camera-ready in a world that demands perfection. "I didn't wake up like this. Bravo did this." Brandi's allegations came during an unfiltered livestream she held earlier this month. Appearing barefaced and visibly emotional, the former model-turned-Bravo-celebrity delivered a candid monologue to fans, saying, "You all keep asking why I look the way I do. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't wake up like this. Bravo did this. They let this happen to me. They encouraged it." According to Brandi, The constant pressure to look younger, hotter, and more camera-ready, while on Rhobh pushed her toward a spiral of cosmetic procedures, some of which, she claims, were recommended by people within the Bravo production circle. There were people whispering in my ear all the time, maybe a little filler before the reunion. This doctor is amazing. He works on all the housewives, she said. And when something went wrong, nobody wanted to help. Nobody wanted to acknowledge it. It's like I was disposable. From bombshell to broken, a visual evolution. Brandi Glanville first captured viewers' attention in Season 2 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, quickly becoming known for her tall frame, wild party girl energy, and sharp tongue. But what also stood out was her striking appearance: blonde hair, sun-kissed skin, and piercing eyes that gave her an edgy, California cool aesthetic. Over the years, fans began to notice changes. Slight at first, but eventually dramatic. Puffiness, swelling, asymmetry. The once natural stunner looked increasingly altered, and critics online were not kind. I made some decisions, Brandi now admits, but I made them in a world where aging was seen as a failure, where producers told you in between takes that your face was too expressive for high def. She revealed that one botched filler appointment, done at the suggestion of a co-star's cosmetic consultant, left her with nerve damage and irreversible swelling on one side of her face. I was told it would settle. It never did, Brandi said. Instead, I became a punchline. Silence from Bravo, until now. What makes Brandi's accusation so damning is her claim that Bravo knew what she was going through and did nothing. When I went to them, scared, saying something was wrong with my face, they told me to take a break from filming, she said. Not, let us help, not how can we fix this, just disappear. A source close to the production pushed back, saying Bravo never directly advised Brandi to alter her appearance, and that all cast members are responsible for their own choices. However, Brandi insists the culture behind the scenes encourages women to maintain unrealistic beauty standards at all costs. These shows thrive on aesthetics. They want glam squads, tight skin, full lips, fake lashes, and if you don't comply, you're told you're letting yourself go. The network has yet to release an official response, but fans are already split between sympathy and skepticism. Reality TV's ugly side. Brandi's allegations highlight an issue that has quietly festered across all corners of reality television: the unspoken pressure to alter one's body and face to keep up with fan expectations and production demands. From housewives in every franchise to Below Deck, Vanderpump Rules, and even The Bachelor contestants, the race to remain flawless has led many reality stars down a path of overfilled lips, overly tight foreheads, and costly surgeries, some of which end in disaster. What Brandi is saying isn't far-fetched, said a former Bravo producer who asked to remain anonymous. We never told anyone, get this surgery, but there was always an implicit expectation. Look your best or risk being cut. It's part of the machine. Public reaction, sympathy, judgment, and everything in between. Social media exploded after Brandi's confession, with many fans rallying to her defense. She was young and vibrant, and Bravo chewed her up and spit her out, one commenter wrote on Reddit. She deserved better. Others were more critical, saying Brandi's troubles are the result of personal choices, not Bravo's doing. No one held her hand to the doctor's office, tweeted a fan. She's an adult. Take responsibility. Still, others saw it as a tragic example of what fame, and the fear of losing it, can do. Reality TV is a pressure cooker, wrote a former contestant on Love Island. You either transform to survive or fade into irrelevance. A call for change. Brandi isn't just telling her story to vent. She says she wants accountability, not just from Bravo, but from the entire reality TV ecosystem. I'm not saying I didn't make choices, she clarified. I'm saying I made them in an environment that rewarded vanity and punished vulnerability. She's now calling for reality stars to receive mental health counseling, post-show support, and unbiased medical advice from the networks that profit off their image. "We need protections," she said. "We're not just characters, we're people. We deserve better than to be used, discarded, and left with scars, emotional and physical." What's next for Brandi? Though some might see this as a career-ending scandal, others believe Brandi is stepping into a new phase, one where brutal honesty, not Botox, is her currency. She's already in talks to write a memoir focused on her time in reality TV, and sources say a docuseries about the hidden cost of fame may also be in the works. Whatever happens next, one thing's certain: Brandi Glanville is no longer staying silent. And if her claims ignite a broader conversation about the price of beauty in front of the lens, she just might spark a long overdue revolution in reality TV. Let us know in the comments below.